Hello! Hello,
Hi.
friends! Hello! Happy Monday! Happy holidays!
It is a holiday.
It is a holiday.
Yes.
Welcome to Heaps Barnside.Chat. My name is Derek.
My name's Andrea.
And we hope you're having a wonderful day wherever in the world you're tuning in from. Andrea's jiving to the Barnside.Chat music. It's going in the background.
Still going. It's still going.
It's in my left ear. Let us know where in the world you're tuning in from. Let us know where you're celebrating and what you're up to today. Oh gosh, we got some
Maine,
Oshawa,
Australia,
England,
Colorado,
Derek. No, that's
Oshawa.
me.
Tuning in from Derek. I think you're tuning in from Derek. Oh goodness.
Excuse me.
We need a second.
Have mercy.
Arizona, Montreal, very hot Montreal. It is also warm here.
It is smoking hot here today.
All of a sudden, it was so cold the other night.
Man,
we're getting a little.
What are
September
you experiencing? I mean, things are almost lighting on fire around here. It's so hot.
Suddenly. Thailand, I bet it's hot there.
Yeah, I bet it is. It's always hot in Thailand.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so.
You had the liberty of visiting
Yeah, I did
Thailand.
a few months ago.
Is that where you're going to retire?
Yes.
So far, so good. Oklahoma City.
Oh my goodness,
Phoenix.
Massachusetts.
I can't even say that, Andrea. I'm glad you took it.
I just went for it. West Virginia.
We have so much to talk about on today's Barnside Chat. Here is, of course, the agenda for the Barnside Chat. Andrea, what's the agenda for today?
We have resident updates. I can think of a few that we're going to talk about. We got facilities updates, which I don't know what those are. A surprise for me. Magic bag. Laser update.
Laser. Pew, pew. We have a few things to talk about. Let's start with this fellow right here. Andrea, why don't you give us a lowdown on what's happening with Denver?
This is Sir Denver, and for the past few weeks, we have been getting him in his little shoot area to treat an eye infection. We're not really sure exactly. We're thinking it's an abscess in the eye. That's what our vet is thinking. In his, which eye is it? Left eye? I have to point the same way he is. So there's probably an abscess in his left eye, and he's been getting antibiotic eye drops. He's been getting injectable antibiotics, and now he's looking much better.
So I got called in to barn shift last night. There was a staff member that called in that needed the night off. Sick call, I think. I didn't really get all the details. I just burst into excitement because I love barn shifts. And when oh my gosh, when I read the list of what needed to be done, I was like, oh no, eye drops to Denver's eyes. I was
Did you do
them? No, I didn't. That was
tricky.
I was like, Nicole.
It is.
I got Nicole Cerruto.
We have come up with a very specific routine.
One of the caregivers, she was able to go up and do it for me before they left on shift.
He's gotten good with them.
I went up and did his Medicam. How brave of me,
that's
right?
So brave.
So that is the lowdown on Denver, and we will keep you updated as we go along.
He will be seen again by the vet in a few days. We're hoping it's all cleared up.
This little fellow.
Sad little Robert.
There's nothing little about Robert.
No, he's huge.
Robert is easy to pick out in his group because he is the second biggest in the herd.
Yes.
Sammy, of course, being the first. And last night he was up in barn 10. He was on isolation on his own. I mean, he could still see his herd mates. But Andrea, why don't you tell us what's going on with Robert?
Stall. So about just close to a week ago, he was looking kind of sore on one of his feet, kind of lame, not walking really well on it. So we pulled him into stall rest to give him a break because we didn't know if it was a soft tissue injury or so hoof infection. We looked at the hoof. We had him up in the Zinpro, did a full exam, didn't really find anything specific. He's on stall rest and paint meds and antibiotics just in case, and he's looking better today.
Yeah, he was looking really sad when I went to count my pigs last night for close up. I could only get to 8. For the longest time, I was like, where are the other 2? I was like, where are they? And they were so deep in the woods, and they were underneath an apple tree, like gorging on apples.
And they sleep out there, so sometimes you have to really look.
And
that group looks like piles of dirt, the colors.
So true.
To do a second take, or they look like shadows.
It's so true. If you missed Andrea's Bear Care Healthcare Corner, here is another resident who is on watch.
Make a donation. Our wish list is on Amazon. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to Bear Care Corner. I'm here with... Oh no! So it is just after 10 a.m. and most of the morning chores and meds and treatments are done at this point. There's still a lot more to do, but that morning few hours, we really want to make sure all of the meds and everything are getting done on time. I'm in here with Hercules. He is on stall rest as of yesterday because he was really sore on his front right foot. We brought the pigs over to one of the bigger pastures to graze, and on his way over we were noticing that he wasn't walking super well, and that kind of came out of nowhere. So we examined his foot yesterday and looked around, and nothing super obvious, but we're always super careful with these kind of things. He does have a crack on that toe, and that can lead to infection. He's laying down for a belly rub, which is perfect timing because I want to do his foot treatment. I'm going to be putting like a boot on his foot and letting that soak with an antibiotic mixture. So I'm going to be doing that, and that'll stay on for as long as he will keep it on. Sometimes they kind of kick it off, but hopefully about an hour and a half to hopefully seep into that crack if there is anything happening in there. He's on antibiotics and pain meds, and he's on stall rest, so we're kind of trying to cover all of our bases. We don't know exactly what the cause is yet. These things can be caused by abscesses. They can twist their ankle, their hock, bruising, all kinds of things. Sometimes we can see them, sometimes we can't. Sometimes we'll do something like imaging, x-rays to see what's going on. So we might do that. This is day 2. And he's resting, and he had a sleepover with Mercy in here last night, so he wasn't feeling super alone, and we'll keep everybody posted.
There we go.
We did it.
We did it. Hello. Yeah, so Hercules is now on stall
Yeah, it was
rest.
pretty much the same day him and Robert went on stall rest.
So keep your fingers crossed for Hercules' recovery. I noticed something last night that I actually am thinking about now that I didn't write down in the book.
Ooh.
And it's Hercules' left foot. Is it his left foot that is?
Front right, I think.
Is it his front right?
I think so. I don't remember.
Because last night when I was feeling the area, his maybe it was his front right now. I need to go see him now.
Yeah,
but it felt like a high up injury, like up underneath the arm was super hot.
And was he reacting to it?
No, he wasn't reacting to it, but the other arm was cool. So anyways, the heat. Yeah, it was interesting.
We feel for heat, we feel for swelling. We kind of have these little pincher things to test for sensitivity, and we use a heat gun.
Pressure things that just add just a little bit of pressure.
We just do little taps.
And you try to get them to repeat. Like some pigs will go like, don't touch me.
No matter what.
And you try to get a repeatable test so that when you're touching it, they have no response. And when you touch the sore spot, they go, and we try to get that repeatable response.
We're getting some sensitivity, I think, in the front right medial. And there was a little spot in there that might be an abscess.
The pigs, they get monthly pedicures, non-stop pedicures going on the farm. It's if we take the amount of residents that we have, which is a lot, and we multiply it by how many feet they have, it's a lot. So non-stop foot care going on the farm from the amazing caregiving team. Some things to mention about, some things to note. We have a public work day coming up. Andrea, tell us about the public work day, when it is, what we're going to do.
We got 2 coming up for September 10th and the 16th. You can sign up on our website, and we do all kinds of chores around the farm, cleaning up, getting ready for winter like we're doing year round.
Oh
Yeah, it's really fun. Come meet some other folks. Come help us out. Clean some pastures.
Here's somebody always preparing for winter. If you missed Kevin's Corner, this old barn.
Corner, I like that.
Kevin's Corner, this old barn's corner, this old barn segment. Oh my
There's
God.
a lot of barns now. These old barns.
These old barns. I love that hashtag.
Let's change it.
These old barns. Yeah, we need the hashtag for that
Just
immediately. That's great. Here's Kevin with These Old Barns.
Good morning, friends. Kevin here. I'm the facilities manager at Happily Ever After Farm Sanctuary. I'm in front of the garden today because we have a super exciting garden update I wanted to show you. As you can imagine, managing this garden is a lot of work. We have several garden volunteers that handle watering, weeding, harvesting, all of that good stuff, and of course keeping the grounds in between the beds mowed and all that stuff just takes so much time. Well, over the weekend, we installed half of the irrigation system that will just remove one of the hassles from dealing with a massive vegetable garden like this, which is watering. So let me give you a closer look.
To watch the full segment, you can scroll back in time on the Facebook page, and it's exciting to get irrigation put in for the vegetable garden. It's something I was looking forward to for the long. We booked it early spring, and then we had to wait until now to get it in. And
keeping it watered is such a chore.
It is, and because you're watering everywhere, the grass grows twice as fast as everything else does. So
it wastes a lot of water that way.
It absolutely does. So it's an amazing improvement. Kevin's always getting ready for winter. Winter is, well, 2 seasons away. We're still in summer.
We technically
Fall is, we're like what, the last 2 weeks of summer here?
Yes.
And then fall will be upon us, and so quick right behind fall is winter. And here's Kevin's team preparing for winter.
Good morning, everyone. Kevin here. I'm the facilities manager at Happily Ever After Farm Sanctuary. The last couple of days have been pretty rainy, and that's really made me appreciate the new facilities building that much more. And I wanted to just give you a quick walkthrough of all the progress we've made in there. You can see the tractor is parked in here, which is amazing. We also have the transport trailer parked in here and a couple of chairs to hang out on. It's really nice keeping these things dry and out of the elements to keep them lasting that much longer. You also can see behind me these rubber mats on the ground. Em was working on a project to put down some rubber mats in one of the chicken coops, actually, and they were able to do all this inside. Prepare all their materials with the rain pouring down above. So this huge open space is great for woodworking projects or mats like this that are big and a little unwieldy to work on in the garage. You also can see all of our landscaping equipment and lumber is all stored in here, and ladders, everything's nice and dry. So if we go over here, this is our feed storage. Tons of room in here. Everything is super dry and safe. Tons of storage in here. We love this space. And these roll-up doors just make it that much easier. You don't have to use these massive doors, as you can see there, to get in and out every time. It's not exactly the best day for the solar generator today, but got the Jackery plugged in here. This is how we've been powering this entire space for the last few months. It's been really incredible. Haven't had to power it off the grid at all, just solar power. So that means all of our power tools and lights in here and all of that stuff has all been solar powered for the last few months.
It's good to see Kevin's These Old Barns. It's good to see Kevin's These Old Barns. You can scroll back in time and see everything that Kevin and his team is up to. And there's a lot. There's non-stop repairs and non-stop oh my gosh, non-stop prep for winter. So thanks very much to Kevin for keeping us informed with These Old Barns. And how cool is it that that area over there is solar powered?
So cool.
Like, how cool is it?
We talked about that for so long.
All of the tools that Kevin is now using, the table saw, the the chop saw, the miter saw, the
So many
jigsaws.
saws.
All that's right. All the seesaw. Even the seesaw operates on solar power,
Incredible.
which is flipping amazing. It's I love it. I love it. All right, friends, it is time for the Magic Rainbow Bag.
Yeah, which is right here.
It is right here. If you have a question
Ready to
that
go.
you would like answered in today's Magic Rainbow Bag, look, complete with luggage
I was
tag.
trying to show it. Which way do I
So
go?
that if the airport loses your luggage,
Loses your Magic
you
Rainbow Bag?
yeah, it'll be mailed to me. Okay. If you have a question you'd like answered, put it in the comment feed below. You can private message us, or Andrea, what else can they do to get us their questions?
I don't remember.
They can mail us in the good old-fashioned way. They can email Andrea.
Yes, there you go. I lost track of what you said.
Here is the first question, Andrea. What is it?
Why so much bumblefoot now? Ooh,
That's a good question.
that's a great
and
question.
observation.
It's just our ducks are at a certain age where that's what they're starting to get, unfortunately, because they're older and they've been walking around a lot on their feet for a while, and they're
Is it a spreadable
bit chubby.
bacteria? I'm putting you on the spot.
sometimes depends on what's involved in there, but it usually just starts as a pressure sore on their own foot. If it develops so much that it's a bacterial infection, that means we haven't caught it early enough, and usually we catch it really early unless the birds are coming in from elsewhere, they're brand new intakes and they have really nasty bumblefoot. But when we catch it here, we're checking their feet constantly. We're improving a certain area that has some gravel. That might help. Nothing specifically linked to anything else that's going on. Same with Ferdinand. They're all kind of the same age, those two ducks and Ferdinand, where that's just what they start getting because they've been bred to be so big and heavy, and that pressure on their feet walking around.
Yeah, they haven't been bred to have, feet that match the size of their bodies, I'm afraid.
Yep.
They're like a watermelon being held up
Yep.
by two toothpicks.
Yep.
And that's a lot of pressure. So that's a great question.
Yeah, that's a great
Thanks
question.
for
I like
asking.
it.
This one is, they're small.
I know.
Just squint and go, how could Denver have picked up his eye infection? That's a great question. So perhaps he was poked in the eye with a branch
Ran into a
or
branch.
something like that. Or another thing that can spread infections are insects.
Oh, yeah.
Insects can land in nasty stuff, and then they go to the eyes to have a drink. They have a yummy drink. They drink from the eyes, the corner of the eyes. So perhaps, perhaps that's where Denver got his eye infection.
And also, if it's an abscess, sometimes abscesses just happen, and we have no idea why.
Yeah, or you could get something in your eye, and it could stay there for a long time, and the body would try to push it out or wall up around it. So that's a great question. And there's just stuff in the atmosphere. Like there's atmospheric things that are all around us that suddenly you could not have tolerance for anymore. Remember Dolly's aspergillosis?
Yes.
Remember, it was just Dolly all of a sudden was not immune to aspergillosis, and it changed her life forever. It wasn't something that she had originally.
No,
right?
and it's around us right now. All that kind of
There's
stuff.
some aspergillosis right there. You didn't even know it. Next question from Sylvia. Where does Dolores sleep? Andrea, you go for this. You talk about Dolores. Go and tell us Dolores'
She's been hanging around
story.
the office a lot, and she just sleeps in all different areas. She's really cute, and we feed her breakfast in the morning.
Where's her favorite place to
Well,
sleep?
she has sleeping cats do it all the time. I guess she means overnight, but during the day she has some really cute napping spots out in the sun. I know her afternoon spot is under this very particular little bush over there by the trailer.
It totally is. Yeah, absolutely. Who is benefiting from the laser the most so far?
The most change that I've seen in somebody was Ferdinand's bumblefoot. I've never seen bumblefoot heal that quickly. And also using on Hercules last week on that little abscess that he got that we're thinking that's what's causing his lameness. When we were using it, he was actually reacting, like he could actually feel it. So we didn't go too hard on it, but we wanted to start using that treatment. I'm going to do him again today if he'll let me. But he was actually, we haven't seen a response in terms of improvement of lameness, unfortunately. But he was kind of like...
Do you want to know who's seen an improvement in lameness?
Yes. You?
I have, with Esther.
Oh,
Esther's been getting her laser treatment every 3 days into the same areas, and Esther has been benefiting a lot. And been moving around a lot
Wow,
more
that's amazing.
in her space, and I'll share some videos of that in a couple days with you all. But yeah, the laser is an amazing tool that the residents and Esther get to benefit from. Here's the next question from the rainbow bag. Can you... Oh my gosh, they're so small.
Get close.
Can you explain how the pigs aren't in danger at night being outdoors? Because they're street toughs. They are huge in comparison to...
I think people, when they come here, they're shocked at how big the pigs are. Like, think of a couch, like a very large couch.
Think of a polar bear.
Yes, if you've ever met a polar bear. Also, there's no predators in this area that would, like, coyotes would not mess with a pig.
No way.
They just mess with each other, as you can hear.
Yeah.
Somebody just kicked somebody out of a stall. It was very dramatic. It was Phoenix.
Was it? No doubt.
Oh.
Yeah, so no one's going to mess with a polar bear-sized animal. And unless the, if a pig was injured and down and not able to get away, different story. And
but the friends would protect.
The largest predator for the pigs are actually humans. So that's the pig's largest predator. Okay, great question. Thank you, Tanya. Oh, no, that was the one we just did. Here we are. Next question. Do you pick them? Ooh. Andrea,
what does it mean?
Andrea, do you pick them?
Sure. Sometimes. When you're right.
You won't admit to anything. You must be referring to the... They must be referring to the apples in the orchard. There has been an abundance
the most I've ever seen.
Fruit. Let me see if I can get an apple. There's an apple video. Check out the apples hanging from these trees.
The trees are like the branches are being dragged down. We don't have to pick them; they just fall.
Oh my gosh! When I went into Pasture 10 yesterday, the two trees that are in there, the two apple trees that are hanging with literally 1,000 pounds of apples, like there are like 1 million apples hanging from them. No, I think we might actually need to move that herd out of there because those apple snacks that are just hanging there that's a lot. I feel like it is a lot.
They shouldn't need all of that.
Last year the apples were not like that, and I'm told that it's a sign that winter is going to be brutal this year.
Interesting.
So any idea, like, any plans to remove those pigs from that area? Or have you seen how... You have to go see how many... You have to go beside it,
in
Andrea,
the piglet area?
In Pasture 10. Go and check out those two apple trees.
There's so many around.
These, they're the biggest apples by far. Yeah, I don't know why I'm so apple excited right now. Look, it's
really exciting. There's trees that I didn't know that were apple trees that are just like so filled right now. Yeah. There's one over there. I didn't know that was an apple tree.
Tell me about it, right? Like, we could open an apple farm. Okay. Oh, there's Mr. BJ. Mr. BJ braying away. Here's a question. How many miles have you spent running from Ferdinand?
That's for you.
Is
that your evening cardio?
It's actually not that many. But he does crap talk me all the time. Through the windows, man.
When you're in your house?
Yeah, like when I'm in the backyard gardening at night or going for a walk, he'll like follow through his house and go to each window, and man, he crap talks me.
He has become a different kind of personality. He used to be really friendly with us, and that's changed. We don't know why.
Oh, maybe it's the moon. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? It's just who he is.
It is just who he is. He's hilarious. I'm trying to find. There is a little. Oh, maybe I don't have it lined up. There was a video of Ferdinand crap talking me. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here's yeah, tell us who we're seeing here, Andrea.
This is Dolly's house group. There's Ferdinand in the foreground. We got Cornelius, Nancy, Brian, Mary, and Sunny all behind, and they all live together in Dolly's house. And Ferdinand wants to invite you in for tea. I don't know if I would take up that invitation, but...
How's he doing with Cornelius?
They're fine. That was an integration that I thought was going to be really tough, especially with Cornelius being older. they've been fine this whole time.
And that
shockingly.
was when did
Ages
it was like
ago.
April.
Yeah, I think so.
Around
Yeah, I think
April.
it was definitely in the spring. I remember.
So if you can hear these endearing noises, these sounds of endearment, there are full out cuss words and
the cutery sounds a matter he is. That's how turkeys work.
Yeah. Check him out. He's so beautiful though. His feathers are just so like iridescent.
He's a big boy too.
And is he ever a
He's
big
like
boy?
42 pounds.
When he jumps, like when
Like,
you're delivering his
here,
breakfast.
yeah.
So I use the control boards the other way. Most people use them
Yeah,
flat,
yeah,
but
you
I
have
turn
to.
it like I turn it on
He
edge.
didn't jump over them.
It is ridiculous. He is quite a character. Oh my goodness, Andrea, you got time for the weather?
Oh my gosh,
It's time for the weather report.
Apparently we do.
Andrea.
It is a hot day today. Oh, what are we looking at? What's this?
Heat warning.
Heat warnings. We have had a heat warning yesterday, and I think we're having another one today. High UV. It is extremely warm, out of nowhere, pretty unseasonal, but I think it's just going to be lasting a few days, which is excellent news because we're trying to keep all of the residents cool. Today is right now feeling like 29, but going to feel like 37.
61.
37. Which is very, very hot. So we are making sure all the residents are staying cool, and we got little misters out. And this is going to last up until a few days. And I think end of the week this looks like a thunderstorm is going to break the heat, and then we're going to go back down to seasonal temperatures, cooler overnight, which I'm looking forward to.
Something I always look forward to is the full moon, and check out the full moon coming up. Yeah, this is the blue moon coming up over Dolly's house, and I sat out with a chair and just waited for it because I knew it was coming, and I couldn't get to the. It took me a while to find the perspective where I would see it the first, because I was like, I know it's coming. I know it's coming, and there it is. It's so beautiful.
So
and
nice.
There was an amazing thunder and lightning storm the other night where it came through. It crashed like crazy for a very short time.
That lightning is
it's just like
amazing.
It's like a it's like a Kiss concert going on in the background.
Wow, I've never seen it like that.
Yeah, it just kept going, and silent, totally dead silent, which was amazing to watch.
Exciting weather recently.
Oh my gosh, we did it. We made it to the end. If you want to check out our other channels, we have a YouTube channel. There is a Instagram channel, TikTok channel, and I would be doing the organization a disservice if I didn't try to excite you enough to start a monthly donation. Not everybody can rescue a pig and provide world-class care. You leave that up to us, and let your hearts grow. If you are a monthly donor, let us know in the comment feed below. That buzz, that body feeling, that all over explosion of that good feeling that you get when you donate every single month. Thank you so much for tuning in, friends. My name's Derek.
My name's Andrea.
And we'll see you next week on Barnside.Chat. Thanks so much for being a part of the community. Bye-bye for now, everyone.
All we need is a place to be and a few good friends for some company. If you'd like to stay, you don't have to leave. We'll leave the lights on and the door unlocked. If you drop on by, you don't have to knock. We're happy to share whatever we've got.